full minute so y'all can hear my voice. Man. Dame, man. Thought Dame is your man's. Oh, man. So, Dame Dash. Damian Dash. Rockefeller. Armadale Vodka. The Pro Kids deal. Entrepreneur. Art. Film. Always thinking outside the box. Well, Dame decided to speak about a lot of different issues. One issue in particular where he sat down and he says, Dame's my guy, you know, this and that. And hey, me and Dame, he said, Dame said NORE was his guy. You know, he put him in paid in full. The whole nine, right? But when he was on Drink Champs, he didn't kind of like his Drink Champ interview. Because NORE knows the situation between Dame and Leor Cohen. Or Leor. He knows that situation. So, he asked him about 50 million questions about Leor. And he didn't like that. Hey, he felt you already know the situation and the public knows the situation. Why are you harping it and dragging this thing out to where it didn't need to be? That was his whole, his whole issue he had with the situation with Leor Cohen. With NORE. Now, NORE saw that, contacted Dame Dash. This is what I heard. And they spoke. And NORE was asking Dame, you told me to ask you anything. I told you this, we finna interview. What you think this was? If I interview you and we don't talk about Leor Cohen and what happened with Def Jam and all that, what are we doing? What are we doing here? That's like if I interview you and don't ask you about Jay. Everybody gonna ask you about Jay. So it's almost like, what are we doing here? Yeah, so I got the point that they were trying to make, but yeah, that's when then Dame once again, Dame flops. He go, oh no, it's all good, NORE, man. I'm just saying, the way you know what I'm saying, you had me on your show, then, you start asking me all these questions about Leor. I thought you was gonna ask like, one thing and then move on. But again, Dame's like, oh no, it's all love. It's all love. I'm just saying. It was just like that portion of the interview. But you just did an interview somewhere else and made it look like the whole Drink Champs interview was bad because of that. That's how you made it look. You know how somebody say, no offense, but then they go on to offend you right after that. You know the offense is coming right after they say no offense. No offense. But, and that's what Dame did. You went on another podcast show to really on his podcast. That's what it looks like to NORE. It was like, wow, Dame, you took that route? Why? Like, if he had a problem with that, he could have, when they ended the whole podcast, he could have said, yo, I kind of had a problem with all them Leor questions. They could have probably edited most of that stuff out. There's been plenty of stuff, or plenty of people they interviewed that they have to edit stuff out. Like some of the stuff that's edited that you, like Swiss Beats, he was like the police on Drink Champs. Like he was the executive producer or something. Swiss Beats came in there when Alicia Keys sat up there and did her whole Drink Champs. He has final approval. They have to sit there, watch it, and say what they want in and what they want out. They have final approval rights before it goes out. And they dead serious on it too. Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you have the wrong people in charge. When the right people in charge, those things aren't allowed. So, right, after him and NORE talked, I guess everything's everything, but NORE feel a kind of way about it. He feel that was foul. I don't blame him. Hey, wow, that one look just like our dog. Yeah, little Nyla right there, the Spaniel. I'm like, is he walking Nyla? No sound. Oh, they sabotaging the video? Ain't that crazy? Now, why would the audio be going in and out? You see that? You see how crazy that is? What's going on? Is the audio working now? You see that? You see how crazy that is with this sabotage? All of a sudden, they knock the videos down. It's got nothing to do with the phone, bro. It's the people. It's the people at this YouTube corporation. Yep. Now, they continue to come with all this sabotage, and for what? Yeah, well, we need to have well, shoot, the way I look at it, I think Dame, the way I see it, Dame Dash is on a course to destroy himself if he don't get himself back on track. He got all the connections in the world, but the most of the people that he was plugged with, like Kanye, Kanye's out. A lot of other people, you got to get what you can before they go down. That's because Dame Dash version of broke and everybody else version of broke are like two different things. Yeah, his version is, I'm broke. This is what it is. And he's broke by Hollywood standards. There's places where you had $1 million a year. Say you make $1 million a year. You couldn't even afford to go some of the places in California. When you make $1 million a year, you consider broke by their standards. So, believe me, it's different. It hits different, everything. I'm not negative on Dame. Dame is negative on Dame. So, Dame does damage to Dame Dash. Dame has done everything to basically put him in the position he's in. His genius was his curse. Same as Kanye. The thing that makes you love him is the same thing that's going to be dooming him in a couple of more years. Well, people policies, tactics, the way they treat people, all of that comes to a head. Oh no, go back. No, get out the street. Go, go get out the street. Whew. Well, now Dame is the owner of his company. Yeah, what did I tell Mom? I'm like, Mom, we got another Nyla.
Is it Gizmo?
Oh no, Nyla.
Oh, okay.
You got Gizmo and Nyla.
Okay.
What's up, Misha? No, the situation that Dame's in is he's trying to get out there because he's got other business ventures going on. So he's using his name, his fame, and what he got left to go on these radio shows. And I'm not mad at him. But I felt that was a sucker move on what he did with NORE. I understand what NORE's position is. Bruh, if you don't like the fact that we talked about Leo, then, and you ask me all these questions about Leo Corn, why? That's the $1 million question. If you didn't want it spoken or speaking about, you should have stated that when y'all started the interview. You never stated that. You never asked him to edit anything out. Nothing. You never asked him anything. So that's the point I'm making. Dame should have known. Well, if you go to a, hey, how you doing? Well, if you go to another show and basically talk about what happened on another show, you're dumping on the other show. I go on another podcast to talk about what you don't like about the other podcast. That when you're on another show, on another platform, why don't you go back on Drink Champs and then tell Drink Champs what you don't like about what happened in the last interview, or at least let NORE them know why they got to hear it from you on another show. Because if you had a problem with something, why you ain't let them know? This was news to them. So yeah, it is what it is, man. You know, just keep your head above water, keep moving forward. That's all you could do. I don't wish no ill will towards Dane, nobody in his crew, nothing he's doing. Much peace and blessings to them. But as far as everything else, whew, buddy boy, you're on your own. We got nothing to do with that. No, Nori's gonna keep doing this thing. But if you don't like the way Nori did the interview, you should have expressed it with Nori, not some other guy on another platform. Should have talked to Nori, told him what you didn't like about the interview, or got that approved from the jump. Because you talk to Dame Dash, there's two things they're gonna talk about: Leora Cohen and Jay-Z. Those are the main things they're gonna talk about. So if you don't got a problem, you got a problem with them bringing up Jay, let them know, because they're gonna bring up Jay and they're gonna bring up Leora Cohen. So what else are we gonna talk about? Paid in full too. Like what are we supposed to talk about here? Anyway, be blessed and get back to the football. I'm out. Deuces. Shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bus Life, Mondo Black TV, Ticket TV, HD, Jose Rodriguez. We out.